Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to an impromptu video. I was really inspired today because I've been working a lot with clients who have been through several rounds of chit-chat, talk only, talk around it, talky, therapy, counseling, relationship work, intimacy work. And so the title of this video is, do you really need another round of chit-chat, talky, counseling, therapy, coaching, brilliant insight work for your relationship and your relationship issues? That is the title of this live stream. So if you are somebody who has some kind of disconnection, chaos, conflict, challenge, or something going on when it comes to intimacy, lovemaking, connection, care, compassion, collaboration, cooperation, creativity, and co-regulation, this is definitely the video for you. I am Joanna Intara. I am the Intimacy Alchemist. I am also a nervous system regulation and trauma, especially when it comes to relationship expert. And I weave those two together in the work that I support clients in, both here in Bozeman, Montana, in the form of immersive experiences. Some of you have seen the relationship revival experience is one of my main offerings at the moment. And I do have one spot available this week for anybody who has been resonating with my work and you're curious about it, to hop on the phone with me and to let me hear a little bit about what is going on, what you're actually dealing with, and then for us to map out a very clear vision, heart, body, and mind strategy to really help execute it and bring it all the way into reality. What I'm here for is to actually help you recode what you desire, but also what you require way into reality. That is what I'm here for. That is what I am best at, and that's what I love to do, mainly because of the ripple effect that it brings all throughout relationship, family, lovemaking, love, intimacy, children, wealth, health, community. It's just really profound. So what I want to share with you today is a little bit about why another round of chit-chat, talky analysis, talking around it, either therapy or counseling or coaching, is not the thing that is going to serve you. And I'd love to share with you just a little bit more about the background of this. So, as some of you know, I have shared many times in this group that I have been on a long journey of partnership myself. Both my husband and I came from incredible lineages filled with all of the traumas that many of us go through: developmental trauma, abuse trauma of every kind, political trauma, genocide, multiple forms of addiction, all kinds of wounding, especially when it came to being in a secure, connected, compassionate, collaborative, cooperative, creative, communicative, co-regulated relationship that was safe with another person in all the places: intimacy, lovemaking, love. We were incredibly challenged, and we didn't even know how challenged we were. We actually took 8 to 10 years to actually feel safe enough with each other to descend down all the layers of protection and defense to actually get to the real root foundational causes that were running our relationship: conflict, chaos, disconnection, show, at times shit show. But the place that my husband and I are deeply connected and aligned is that we both meet on the level of liberation and evolution. It's like our meeting ground. And so we've always been extremely compelled to do the work, to grow, to heal, transform, and truly become free. And we've become a lot freer, after 20 years of being together, which we will be celebrating this September. So what I want to share with you is the power of all of the discovery and the trial and error that we went through that resulted in us being actually quite frustrated and not ever really getting to the core of the unrest and the disconnection between us. So let me share with you a little bit about some of the things that we tried. We had several rounds of regular mainstream therapy, talk therapy. I call it Chit-Chat therapy a lot. You've probably heard me refer to it like that. This included union complex analysis work. It included psychodynamic psychotherapy. It included imago work. It included several rounds of Gottman work and emotionally focused therapy work for couples. It included multiple initiations and empowerments in different spiritual traditions. I myself was a Tibetan Buddhist for over 25 years and did all the practices that they do in the traditional 3-year, 3-month, and 3-week retreat format for householders. I did that over a 6-year period. At times I felt like I was enlightened, but my relationship was so sucky and so crappy and so filled with trauma that spiritual practice didn't touch. We also did numerous prayer ceremonies, all kinds of ceremonies, every one that you can imagine we did. We worked with shamans and spiritual healers and psychics. We practiced law of attraction. We, affirmed our way. We made altars to our relationship. So I'm a line 3 here in human design, so you can see that I've discovered and trialed and errored a lot to know what to lead with my line 5. My line 5 is the leader, and I'm here to do that with you and also with the people that I serve, because I'm bringing forward something that is unique and individual and actually gets at the root cause of the disconnection, the chaos, the conflict. So we worked on a lot of things, and there was a lot of ways that we mentally muscled our way through. But what I came to realize and discover, because I was compelled by this journey and compelled to not have our connection be lost to the challenges and the disconnects that were between us. Some people can live with those, but we could not. And so what I came to realize was that insight is actually the weakest link to change. It's been proven that insight does not create change. Knowledge is power, but knowledge not brought into the body is kind of just insight. For example, the person who smokes 4 packs of cigarettes a day and knows I shouldn't smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day, and they don't know how to stop it. They know they shouldn't smoke 4 packs a day, but they don't know how to stop it. So the same is true with 99% of coaching, of brilliant wisdom, brilliant strategy. I mean, there's such incredibly scintillating evidence that insight is, it's seductive, it's magnetic, it makes us feel smart, it makes us feel like we know something. There's a temporary dopamine hit that we experience in the brain of, aha, of that smart, because the mind very often can be in charge. So what I want to share with you is that if you really get that you know the things and you have the insight and there's still unrest in your partnership, there's something that insight can't touch. It just can't. And that is the crux of what I really wanted to share with you today, is that when you have all the intellectual riches, you have the insight, you have the incredible strategy, you have the brilliance, you have the power. A lot of the people that I work with are really smart, intelligent people. We're talking like visionaries, founders, Silicon Valley millionaires and up owners, very successful coaches, high-level coaches, at least C-level managers, pioneers, people who are bringing forward unique things into this world. I myself have included myself in one of these categories. There's a way that you can make the smart mind mistake, which is not seeing what you can't see. And the thing that we most often can't see is that which lies deep in our foundations. And our foundations run the show. Our foundations run the show of our relationship. They run the show of our sex life. They run the show of love and lovemaking and connection and communication and cooperation and collaboration and co-care and compassion and creativity and co-regulation. All those great co-words of being with another person, co-identifying, cooperating. Our foundations run the show, and our foundations are connected to our early life, no matter which way we slice and dice it, no matter how much we don't want to see it, no matter how much we think we've evolved past it. I've worked with people who said, I've done tons of work on my inner child. I don't need to do that. But the thing is that the mind thinks it knows. Oh, I did that training, so I am enlightened. Oh, I took that class, so I know all about my relationship material. And I'm guessing that you really, really do. But if there's still unrest, and there are still chaotic pockets, and there are still places that things aren't being reached, we have to really wonder, what else is there? What else is there? There's probably something that you can't see. And the thing is that most of the imprints and the structures that run our relationship show, because we're usually with a primary other, all of our earliest primary material gets stoked up in partnership with our significant other. I've actually heard it be said that the first years of a relationship repeat the first years of our earliest relationships. And let that sink in. So whatever happened during that period of time, and for many of us, we don't even know what happened. We don't even know, sometimes what our arrival into this world was like, or what the conditions of our earliest experience on this planet were. I myself didn't know until I endeavored in the last 4 to 6 years to really deepen into my preconception through birth experience. I'm just finishing a 3-year training on that, and I've uncovered things that were so incredibly invisible, that were so incredibly running the show, and that nothing else had gotten to. And I'm feeling very, very liberated and free, and a great sense of coherence and all the things, which is helping me incredibly in my marriage and partnership to really blossom in some deep ways. And all of that could never have happened if I hadn't let go of the power of brilliant intellectual insight. And so much of the field is governed by that. So I want you to know, insight is not your solution. And do you really need another round of chit-chat, coaching, insight, therapy, counseling, intuitive work, spiritual work? These are all things that are incredibly beautiful and valuable, and I am not in any way diminishing their power. What I am really wanting to bring forward here is the incredible power of having our foundations. Our foundations are the very, very, very grassroots, ground level of our being and our operating system, and that is our nervous system. Nerves are the building blocks of sensations. Sensations are the building blocks of feelings. Feelings are the building blocks of emotions, right? Several feelings put together are emotions. Emotions, with everything we got going on up here, is what creates mood. Mood creates our interpersonal. We don't build an incredible partnership from the top down. We don't build skyscrapers from the top down. So why would we build our incredible partnership from the top down? That's what I mean by that, is from inside down. Why would you do that? And why would that even work? It's like trickle-down economics. I mean, I don't think trickle-down economics works, but maybe you think it does. So that's really what I wanted to share with you today. This is a ground-up approach. And given that your partnership, especially if you have children, but not just if you have children, how those foundations are literally is the creation place of what happens going forward. So if you've not looked at your relationship foundations, if you've not looked at the very earliest material that even the smartest of you may not even be able to see, your foundations are creating the ripple effect of your current present day experience. And what is that? If you have disconnection, if you have chaos, conflict, on any level, there's something there for you. And so I'm inviting you today to let go of the power of insight. Once the foundations have been set, all of that other material is so incredibly helpful. Brilliant strategy, brilliant mind, brilliant spiritual wisdom. All of that stuff is beautiful. But on a bed of the foundations that aren't attended to, it's like Sisyphus trying to roll the ball up the hill. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. So I hope that you're able to receive the gift of what I am saying. The gift that insight can only go so far. That it's the weakest link to change. That if you've been trying that in your partnership or with yourself in all the places and it's not working, I want to invite you to have a heart-to-heart chat with me this week. I really want to hear what's going on, and I want to help you map out what's going to work from where you are to where you would love to be. Exactly what the steps are and what that looks like, and if it makes sense for us to embark upon working together, great. If not, great. I am so not attached. I am most concerned about you making a decision about where you lead and take things for yourself in the direction of your desires being fulfilled and happy and sustainable. That's really what I care about. So yeah, I think that's it for now. If you have any questions or you would like to understand a little more about what I'm sharing, there's so many angles of this that I can go into so much more depth in. So I always welcome your questions, as I've said on a couple live streams recently. You know, because this work is so vulnerable and so often not talked about, there's very few people that comment on my live streams. My messenger inbox here on Facebook and Instagram is where all my action happens, because that's where people feel safe to open up. I hold a lot for a lot of people, and everything goes in the vault, and I have standards and ethics and, you know, legal rules according to my licensure and profession that prohibit me from being loose-lipped about it. And I think people really feel that safety with me. So I'm inviting you in to share, and I'm here listening, and I welcome you. And I'd love to have the opportunity to walk with you into the next stage of whatever this is for you, whatever it is. So I'm going to drop my link below about how to schedule that call with me. You can take a look at a little bit of what some of people's experiences have been and listen to some recaps of that. And yeah, it's just really nice to connect with you all today and to hop on here and just really share what's in my heart of what I know really, really works, because I know the power of a relationship that has incredible foundations that are secure and safe and trustworthy and excavated and resourced and supported. And there is nothing more powerful than that ripple effect here. Ripple effect, love, lovemaking, intimacy, health, well-being. You know, doing this nervous system work allowed me to drop God, it was like 50 pounds a year and a half ago. Completely heal some of the remaining foundational spots from my own marriage, change the nervous system of my family, double or triple my income. I think I've lost track. All kinds of opportunities, just major shift all around, contribution, service, up levels everywhere, because the foundations that have been the most impoverished of attention, care, touch, support, all of that, when those get enriched, and I love the word enriched because the key word in enriched is rich, but bringing it inside, that's wealth creating. Now, I don't mean just wealth and money. I mean abundance, wealth all around. I've seen people move through Crohn's, through IBS, and various nervous system issues from doing this foundational work. And it's available both in a immersive retreat experience for relationship and also for trauma work. And I have some other exciting news about the application of this work that I'll be bringing forward shortly. So anyways, I think that's it for now. Happy Wednesday to you all. I will be most likely going live tomorrow, and I send you all my love, and have a great night.